Well, the state of Colorado legalized marijuana last year, and it's already being sued by two neighboring states for doing that. Now its own residents are suing and want a federal judge to shut down recreational marijuana sales. Could this mean the end to that legal Rocky Mountain High? Here to respond is the former drug czar under George H.W. Bush, also the former education secretary, and the author of Going to Pot, Why the Rush to Legalize Marijuana is Harming America, Dr. William Bennett. Dr. Bennett, thanks for joining us this morning. Before we get to the subject of marijuana, a subject you know an awful lot about, I want to get your take on this report leaked that suggests the White House believes the real threat to national security in this country comes not from Islamic extremists, but from conservatives, from right-wing extremists. What do you make of that?
I think of C.S. Lewis and his Prescience. You remember the Screw Tape Letters, Tucker?
Yes.
This is where the devil gives his devilish advice. He says, have them most worried about that in which they're in least danger. So when the boat is sinking from water, half full of boat, have them running around saying, fire, fire. That's exactly what's going on here. Look out for those conservatives. They're going to cause you trouble. Meanwhile, we know where the trouble is.
Yes, and of course, conflating people who are concerned about government overreach with crazy, dangerous terrorists is useful to them. So let's get to this marijuana question. There a lawsuit, or it looks like a couple of them, against Colorado legalizing marijuana. Do these suits have any hope?
Yeah, well, they should. I think they do. I mean, this is part of the chaos that's ensuing out there. The reason it should, Tucker, is this is a violation of federal law, straight and simple. There was the Controlled Substances Act in the 70s that said that marijuana was against the law. It's against federal law. And, of course, we have a supremacy clause in our Constitution. It should be pretty straightforward. What Colorado is doing is ignoring that law, and with the help and cooperation of the Attorney General and the President, who are saying, look the other way. So I think they have a chance to succeed. But you're going to see more and more of these lawsuits, and I think you'll also see a lawsuit on the behalf of users, consumers, similar to what we saw with the tobacco industry.
So there are strong cultural headwinds, though, blowing in the other direction. Weed is cool. Everyone, all the cool people are for marijuana. I know you wrote a whole book on this, but to the extent you can condense your views on it for us, why is legalizing marijuana a bad idea for America?
Great question. First of all, the divergence of public opinion and science. The science is really overwhelming here. When I was drug czar 89, 90, I didn't have this science. We cite the New England Journal of Medicine's findings and its research from all the universities. It hurts your attention span, your memory, your focus. In the long term, it will decrease your IQ by 8 points. It can lead to paranoid and schizophrenia. It doesn't take you to your knees like cocaine. It just gets you a little wobbly, and then gradually you kind of fade out, or a lot of people fade out. 17% of teenagers who will start on marijuana will become addicts. Hans Reiter from Northwestern University said, if I were to design a drug most harmful to young people, it would be marijuana.
Does America need to be more passive? That's the question.
Do we need to be more focused? Yeah, right. Less focused. That's what we need. That's right.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thank you, Tucker.